Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the ACC, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the ground, it's Johnson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out past the 30. At the 10. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. And the Roadrunners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the runner takes off to his right. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. That run sets up a critical third down play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's second down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Carter. The pocket breaking down. Fighting off the defender. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to scramble to his left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds with big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And there's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting him off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carter. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. The offense going with the hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off Azim's head, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Finding some room at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Roadrunners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Carter. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Crosses the 10.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Going to try to use his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
And look at this. It's a fake. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And the fake punt works. It's a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here's the option play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Carter. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. UTSA offense is back out on the field now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's running out of time here. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And the Roadrunners will crank up the tempo.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
So ball at the 30, this is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap, quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
First down here for this offense. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fights off a defender.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. And the Roadrunners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll run it here. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback still eluding the pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's the second down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
Point after, up and good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six, and they recover from that right now. Finds an open target on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Roadrunners come up to the line in a hurry-up.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
I'll flip back to the QB. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and eventually throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And looking for a big play here. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Got it. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Carter. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Pick is up, and no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32. And the Roadrunners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. That sack sets up a second down and long.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. An important third down attempt for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. They'll elect to go for two to make this a 3-point margin. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They're going to run it. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And now the running back's got it again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and goal for the offense. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on third and goal? It's an option look. And they're able to get him down.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be fourth down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this fourth down play.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds with no time left, and we have a national champion. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.